Hello everybody and welcome back to Summits Burn, our lovely Banished series. I am really excited to find out if they actually bothered to work on this storage barn in our new area on the other side of the world's longest tunnel. Pretty sure it's not actually the world's longest tunnel, but it is the longest tunnel in this particular world. So technically a factually correct statement. This tree here should actually hide the fact that this isn't really going to work, but that's okay. Got our little archway going on there. And I think what I'm going to do is just continue it down here somewhat. I need to do a little bit more building down here. I was going to put a farm in here, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to put farms elsewhere and probably another couple of pastures down here, which leaves this area and this area open to something else. Now, logically, I would say housing, but illogically, I'm looking at... Where is it? Someone else died. Who died? Farmer. We don't want our farmers dying. I'm looking at a... Where is it? I know a gazebo. Well, a gazebo would look quite nice out here. But, not going to do that. Where is it? I'm looking at this. Kind of a weird place for it. I'm not going to put that there. We're actually going to put this over here. I kind of feel like it's a harbour-y type thing. I have no idea what's actually on the ground there. Whatever it is, it needs to not be on the ground there. I'm going to put it there, right in the middle. Now it's going to require fancy homewares. So how do I produce fancy homewares? Wrong menu. What's running low? Iron. Okay. Fabrics and fibers. Crafting into artisan. This is gem cutter. Statue carver. Creates furniture for building homes. Homeware supplier. That's the one we're looking for. I think a nice place for this would be near the waterfront here, but I don't want to take up too much of the space. So I'm thinking if you'll just stop auto-saving for 2 seconds, I'm thinking somewhere like that one is up to there, so I'm thinking right there. Now, I want a shipbuilder. Builds hull components for deployment at waterside docks and wharfs. Something like this, I'm presuming. How can it not possibly? How don't do that to me. That's just not nice. What about the back here? It would fit there actually. I'll put it on its own down here. That's going to require a whole lot of lumber. We have a trader. Let me just quickly pause the game while we have a look at what this guy has. Coffee. Go away. Don't want your coffee. I want to be able to make my own. Alright. Want one of them. I want to fill up the space here, and I think you're facing... I have no idea. I'll wait until it's got its blueprint down, but it shouldn't take us too terribly long at all. This, on the other hand, is going to take a long time because it needs building supplies, so I'm going to have to reduce myself down to 2 builders again. And I'm going to need to get this guy back to work, producing them things. Do I have enough people in this? Did I just randomly come up with another... Not randomly. Did I just happen to come up with another labourer at that specific moment? That would be handy. Right, so there's the blueprint in place. The front door is on this end. So, looking at... no, wrong one. Something like that, I think. Obviously this is not going to be used just yet. Can I now put in a road a bit closer? No, I can't. It's not finished yet, that's why. This is going to take so... well, it's got all the lumber there already. And building supplies. And what other waterfront things do we need? A foundry creates iron from iron ore, also creates tin, copper, bronze and pewter. Can make cannons, joists and iron statues and bronze statues as well as bronze tools. It's done by pouring molten metals into molds. Powered by a water wheel and slightly more efficient than the forge. Well, I can't say no to the idea of a water wheel. So I think that should go right about here. That's going to take some lumber too. Luckily there's lumber right here. Almost all that we need. Is this finished yet? No. Builders decided to take a break. Did they build that shed yet? No, they haven't. That's really useful of them. They've cut down a tree, which probably fell down on its own, to be honest. But that's fine. We need this built so that this can be built, because all it's waiting on is building supplies and fancy homewares. And this is waiting on building supplies, so these two are going to take a little while. This shouldn't take long at all. We have everything we need for it, I think. I certainly think we do. How are you coming along? 25 remaining. That's pretty reasonable. More worried about the stone one than the iron one, to be honest. Got plenty of iron lying around. 182 there. So 23 jobs for the builders to be getting on with. There's 4 builders in total now. I want them to work on the other area, but copperware, tinware, rug, pottery, lamp oil, bedding, glassware, pewterware and silverware. And we need either pewterware or silverware, so I'm going to turn this back off for now. We've got another labourer on the go. That's a bit annoying, because we require fancy homewares for here. And I think before we make a tailor, and weaver's fibre water mill. Fair enough. Bedding maker, tannery. Probably make a tannery. We'll come back to that. What did I build down here again? They can do whatever they like with that. Just build as much as you can. 19 jobs in total. That is a priority job in my opinion. They may feel differently about it, but I certainly don't. So what does this require? Just building supplies. How is our building supply guy getting on? You've made 2 this year. Are you still stealing them? You're not allowed any building supplies. Building supplies are to go to other things. I don't know why we're waiting on lumber for that, because it's like there's a pile of it right here. It's 29 lumber there, and we need 40, so you're taking materials over, I suppose. How's this one coming along? Still waiting on the building supplies. It's going to take quite a bit of building, that one. 150. This one's 130 for the foundry. Luxuries production. This seems to basically be a pub. Where's alcohol make citizens happy? Okay. What's in themed sets? Docks and buildings for your water area. Oh, that's quite nice. Dock, small storage. Interesting. Ooh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Musket range. Very interesting. Barracks. Cannon. Tent is a decorative item. A fort well. Tower 1. And Tower 2. Tower 2 looks somewhat unsafe. Native items. Modular buildings. Oh, so I can make like really tall houses. That's quite cool. Urban food market at the bottom. An urban bakery, that's quite cool. Old buildings. Shore house, winery, baker, melting house, shipyard. Is that different from the one we've got there? It does appear to be, and it would fit there quite nicely. Let me come back to that one. Old castle. That looks familiar. Who died? Gatherer has died of old age. Oh, we've got loads of people. I say we've got loads of people, but our people are dying of old age. We might have 8 builders. I'm not sure how this is working out for us. Probably not well. Have we done this yet? A lot of the trees are being cleared from around here, but kinda tempted to build a fort out here now. Not sure if I should do that. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do over here. Build myself a nice little fort. Got the castle on the other bit. I'm going to build a fort over here. Kind of a different theme. What do I have here? Key buildings. Do you have just a key? It would be nice to make our shoreline over here a little bit more interesting. So that is said key. I would imagine it would be wood side out. Oh, the temptation. Annoyingly, that doesn't fit. Just the trim. Doesn't get close enough. That's the annoying part. Could have built a nice little area here. If I rotate that, kind of looks a bit pointless. It looks extremely pointless, in fact. I could do something like this. No, I am not gonna. Looks like a nice wall piece that would make. Just stairs. Okay. What's this? Who died now? Hunter. So I didn't know I could have these. These are road buildable. These are road buildable. Let me just try these out. These are the only type we have that are road buildable. Low stone walls or other fences. Brushwood fence. Brushwood fence 2x1. Road buildable. They look a bit unusual. It works, but no, I prefer the log fences personally. Oh, that's quite nice how we can just like plop a ladder there. That's quite cool. Put lanterns in and everything. I like this. Okay, so back to what I was doing. So other fences. Oh, that is quite cool. Why is that not... There's the village wall. There's big gates. Traders arrived. Why is there a trader in early winter? Right, and we need to pause the game immediately because we need to see if we have enough to get any of this stuff. Why are we giving away corn? I don't know. Trade all that we've got. See what we can have. I want a bison. so close to getting 2. If I reduce that, how much have I got in total? 1,900. I really wanted one of those seeds, but you're a bit expensive. Just give me the candles back. Candles are worth quite a bit. And the bison cuts. It'd be kind of weird trading bison cuts for a bison. Not sure that's fair trade. So what's worth the most here? Leather. You're overpaying by 62 units. 47, 32, 17, 2, additional 4 units. So maybe if I put this to 2, overpaying by 2, I'll take it. If we have a look here, wait, where's Brian? Did Brian die? Oh, our bison died. That's a bit irritating. Is this actually working? So if that's working, who's not in their job? So yeah, you having fun now? Look at all that stuff. Like cannons and all sorts. Why haven't... Alright, 2 of 4. Okay, fair enough. You're too busy looking at pretty things. That's not done yet. We're in early winter. Where was I? That's right. I was considering fencing off my fields. Probably a bad idea. Village stone wall. Town stone wall. Not sure I like that. Village stone wall looks a little bit nicer. People need to stop dying. This is called a country stone wall, and it looks quite nice, but it's not road buildable. Horse fences. Well, they're just like horse fence 5x1, 2x1 angles, and then non-flan. Quite like the idea of having a white fence. Should probably look at the corner sections first. Maybe a road buildable, but they don't make sense. So if I do road buildable horse fence, I suppose I could do that. They're going to change from brown to white, aren't they? I'll see what they come in as. I kind of wanted them to be a bit the same, but someone's cold. Who's cold? Go and get some firewood. You're not producing enough firewood. It's typical of you. There's loads of firewood. Go and get it. No freezing to death. That's not allowed. You still not built this barn yet. Not even close to building this barn. Chopped down 4 things. 2 years I've been waiting on that. Just terrible. So I actually want them to... Oh, how do I remove them? Is that gonna like blow my game up, or? See how that works. Ah, I can just like click on them to get them to stop. So I have to build it and then dismantle it. Stop dying, for goodness sake. This is costing me people. Especially when it's the farmers, that's not good. Still got 85 people in total. Still not got any nomads. There's a load of chickens in there. 12 out of 17. There's a 1 out of 3 bisons. I don't know what to say about that. That's a bit annoying. Brian was going to get himself a friend, but apparently it's not to be. Did they ever get around to fixing this house over here? They did. Looks quite nice. I'm not going to say anything. If I go back onto these DS and then into here, I want log fences that are road buildable. Do they have anything that's like gates? Well, this is road buildable, but it's not in the edge. Which is a little bit on the annoying side, but what can you do? It's kind of a weird looking fence. Just put random posts everywhere. Okay. Really take up that much space? Oops, a wrong button there. Oh, I am kind of tempted to put these ladders in somewhere. Yeah. Something like that. So there's some ladders built on that place. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. We're in early spring. Unfortunately, these episodes are a little bit short. Might go back to putting them up to ×2 speed, or down to ×2 speed. But we'll see what happens. Now that they've got this cleared, it may make the game a little bit more progressive. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Banished. If you did enjoy it, then please leave a like on this video. Leave me a comment if there's anything you'd like to add. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as it does help a lot. But I will see you all again on this playlist tomorrow, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.